Hello, Daisy Cakes. This is Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I get into drag to film a video later today. And we have John and Lynette. Thank you both for showing up. Say hello if you're online and let me know what you're reading this week. I read a Hugo book, which I'm not going to talk about because I haven't released the video yet, but I also am reading a middle grade fantasy called The Potion Makers. I assume it's like from a Harry Potter. It's not a spinoff, but inspired by because of the potion making. And it's okay. It's okay so far. What else have I done? Oh, I released 3 to Conquer this week. So hopefully you guys have seen that, or maybe you want to tune in later. It's a, not retro, but it's a older Hugo from the 50s from an author I had never heard about. So that was interesting. It's an old British author. Eric Frank Russell, had to look up the name. And it's interesting because he's British, but he was writing a very American-style, hard-boiled detective novel. And he did a pretty good job at capturing that type of voice, if you're into that sort of thing. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead. I had this this topper over the lip last week, which I really liked, but it says you can use it over the eye, so that's what I want to try to do. And I think I was going to do like a pink and this for the lid. It's not going to look like this because it's a thin topper. So yeah, let's try it. Lynette has finished The Space Merchants by Pohl and Kornbluth from 1952, slightly dated 3.5 out of 5. I love Pohl's Gateway series. Gateway, Heechee. Hey, Lex is here! Just got a teary eye after watching TCM Remembers video of all the stars we... yeah, I hate that. Let's see all the stars we lost last year, this year. I'm listening to 2 books, Murder on the Christmas Express. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I sort of went down that memory lane after the horrific Rob Reiner tragedy, because it just never occurred to me that something like this horrific would occur to him. And he's been, part of my life since All in the Family. If you've watched All in the Family in the 70s and grew up with him. And then this is Spinal Tap. It's weird. Okay, so I was going to do a pink and then the cut crease. Tell me about Murder on the Christmas Express. That sounds different. So I may be having a different, you probably hopefully won't notice, unless it's for a good reason, set up for my camera for next week. I have this Canon camera I've been using forever, and I haven't wanted to buy a new camera because they're so expensive, but I heard about this webcam that's supposed to be called OBS cam that's supposed to be really good. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Some Kind of Fairy Tale by Graham Joyce. Tara went missing at 15 and returns 20 years later, but she's still 15. Ooh. Stand By Me will always be my favorite Rob Reiner movie. Yeah, that was a good one. That put a lot of I want to say teenage actors on the map. I guess they were children. Anyway. But Will Wheaton, the scene where he got the leeches in his swimsuit with our underwear was kind of memorable. And River Phoenix. My favorite Rob Reiner movie, though, is Princess Bride. I've only started on Christmas Express. The main character is a retired policeman going to Scotland, and I assume they get snowed in. Sorry, policewoman. I don't know. I immediately thought of Murder on the Orient Express. I was thinking, oh, it's a Christmas murder mystery. But maybe it is, policeman. So tomorrow is my birthday. Which is, yeah, big deal. Yeah, birthdays have never been a big deal for me. Not even as a kid. I think it's because my birthday like fell in the holiday season, so it was sort of overshadowed by other things, but especially as an adult, I never really gave much credence to them. Although it's an excuse to go out for dinner and a show. Okay. Thank you, John. I think it is a pastiche of Orient Express. Okay, so there's going to be a murder. Well, there's a police person, there should be a murder. Let me do this one. Oh, I didn't grab a wig. Oh well. I'd hate to have a birthday so close to Christmas. One guy I know had his birthday on Boxing Day. It's the day after. My my best friend in grade school had his birthday on Christmas. And my best friend now, Sean, has his birthday on New Year's. So we're all bunched together. Oh, Taylor Jenkins Reid. I haven't read anything by Taylor Jenkins Reid, but that's the Daisy Jones, right? Certainly a big name author now. A Very Small Christmas. Hey, Lori, thank you for dropping in. I'm waiting for the grocery order, and it gets here. I'll disappear for a bit. Alrighty, well, thank you for popping in. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, my mother-in-law is staying with us. So she's actually staying longer than I thought she would. I thought she's just coming for a few days, but she's apparently going to be here for a few weeks. So and Dennis's niece was here for a few days. She just left today. But it's so weird. She's like, she can drink now. She's like 22. But I was there in the hospital when she was born. So it's kind of crazy how time just sort of flies by. Okay, I'm gonna. Looking forward to opening the mystery boxes I bought myself as a Christmas gift. Oh, you have great self-control. I don't know if I could have waited. Okay. Just darkening this up a little bit. Okie dokie. Having a very non-traditional Christmas, going out to an Indian restaurant. They're waiting until after Christmas to hold a proper memorial for those killed at Bondi. Oh man, that's terrible news, terrible things going on in this world. I don't know what's going on anymore. Of course, often the Jewish tradition is going to Chinese restaurants on Christmas because there's a lot of Chinese places don't celebrate Christmas. But Indian makes sense too. Oh, shoot. Okay, I just made a mess on this eye. Okay. Okay, that was painful. Pronounced Bondi. Okay, Bondi. An extra piece of Nanny for you, John. All the acts of bravery are heartwarming. Oh man, that act of bravery by that guy that stopped one of the shooters. Wow. Nan. Oh, piece of Nan. I was wondering, piece of Nanny? I love Nan bread though. Okay, I'm going to hopefully be able to clean up this little mess I made here. Okay, so hey Lex, my last Christmas gift to me is arriving this Christmas Eve. Yay, good planning. Favorites are garlic, kimu, and aloo. I bought my son a box of mystery Funko Pops, anime ones. Sometimes I'm boring when I have like Indian food. Sometimes I just like normal naan, just to sop up the curries. do like Indian curry. Okay, so what I'm going to attempt to do is use this as a topper and hopefully this will work. Oh, you can barely see it. Yeah, you guys can't see this at all. Well, that's fine. Live and learn. I might. Also use some chunky glitter just to... So maybe when I record, you'll just see this bit of sparkle. Okay. My other son I bought war movies for. He doesn't get much because I bought him a new fridge last week. Oh, well, that's very generous. Lamb korma is my favorite. I don't know the last time I went to a restaurant. It was before the pandemic. Oh, wow, Lynette. I'm restraining myself from starting any of the books on my TBR for next year. It's hard to resist. It's been years for me, too. Before the pandemic hit, me and my wife always go to a Korean barbecue on date. Oh, I love Korean barbecue. Good plan, Lex. Okay, so who knows what I'm doing now? It's just one of those days. Last night we went to a with Dennis's niece and mom to a Mediterranean restaurant. That was really expensive, but had good food. I really like Indian food a lot. It's just, it kind of upsets my stomach sometimes. But that won't stop me from eating it, which I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Okay, I was thinking about going subtle on this. I don't think I can. I'm going to call it since I did not sleep good last night, but HBD Daisy, a Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you, Lex. I still think of you on my birthday. And two closest friends were very adventurous when it came to eating ethnic food. When my dad came to visit, we introduced him to Japanese, Ethiopian, and Thai. Loved them all. My family were more adventurous. Yeah, I have to say, my father was very adventurous when it came to food. Especially Japanese, because he was in the Navy, so and was stationed in Japan for a little bit. But this was like right after. This is in the 50s, so after World War II, there wasn't a great demand for Japanese food in the States. So it's kind of unusual for him to really like sushi or raw fish. He tells the story of being on a trawler or a fishing boat with his another friend from the Navy that was stationed in Japan, and this is an American fishing voyage or whatever. And they would catch a tuna and then like butcher it on the deck and then start eating the fish raw and making everyone sick. I don't know if that was true or not, but he swore by it. So this would have been in the 50s or 60s. Come on. Okay, so I'm just going to do pink underneath and call it a day. That lip topper didn't really work, or that topper, I should just say, didn't really work. At least over white. I think I have to use a blue underneath. Okay. Sister's on a liquid diet, so we don't go out for dinner now. In Scotland, liquid diet means alcohol. John, I really want to watch a Christmas movie on Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life. It's such a cliche, but it still gets me. That's still maybe the best holiday movie. Then there are a zillion versions of Scrooge or A Christmas Carol. I always have a soft spot for A Christmas Carol. But my favorite is still Scrooged, Scrooged, with Bill Murray. For a contemporary retelling of Scrooge, I think it's one of the best. Oh, this week on Christmas Day, I am releasing my top 10 books for 2025. I don't think there's any big surprises, but. Okay, I think the eyes are done. Okay. She can't drink alcohol. She just has foul-tasting liquid. Yikes. They do not seem to do Christmas movies here. I miss the BBC and ITV selections. So YouTube for us. Hope you got lots of groceries, Lori. Standing outside waiting for delivery. It was very chilly. Like, feels like 10 below. Very windy. I have seen It's a Wonderful Life quite a few times. Love Jimmy Stewart, but the movie makes out being a single librarian is an awful thing, which is a little insulting. Find it funny to see the locals wrapped up at this time of the year, and I'm still in a t-shirt. Oh dear. I was in a t-shirt at 7 a.m. Well, Lynette, this is your summertime. When I was in Spain last month, I was wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and everyone was bundled up in fur coats. See, here in Vegas, it is 61 degrees out. So, this is our winter. Yeah, I think I'm done with the eyes. And I was thinking about doing, single videos for Shelve It or Shove It books, but I changed my mind. I was just excited for the one I read in January, but thinking ahead, I think next year, 2026, I'm going to lean into sort of the Hugos. Because I like doing them, and the videos do pretty well. And it's getting exciting since I'm actually getting into the 1960s. Okay. My son and I were taken by surprise, or were taken on a surprise trip to the summit of Halikela. We were in shorts and t-shirts. Everyone was bundled up. What about the nebulas? I was thinking about that. Maybe I could alternate. It was the temperature of spring in Scotland, so we were fine. Got a lot of strange looks from the locals. I assume we walked around was happy as Larry. I never heard that term. When did the nebula start? Let's look that up. I know the World Fantasy Awards, which I wouldn't mind doing too, was in, I believe, started in 1970. Okay, yeah, the nebula started in 1966. So I'm going to be filming. Holy crap! I just looked at 1965. Hold on. Okay, so in 66 they awarded 65. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 nominees. That is a lot. And then the next year there was only 3 nominees. What the heck? And then 67 onward it goes. Well, no, in 75 there's a huge number. Nebulas is crazy. But yeah, maybe I'll do the nebulas. Maybe the World Fantasy Awards. Okay. So what is that? What's the etymology of that? Larry who? Seeing the Oscars are moving. Oh, I saw that too, John. That's kind of wild. Okay. Oh, we have. Okay. Let's just try it out. See, I need to. To Not quite. I shouldn't have done the black liner because it's not really working out too well. Okay. We went to see the Crocodile Hunter movie here. Only the Brits, the English, and the Australians got the jokes. I don't think anyone knows who Larry was. It's a bit like Plain Jane. Rose and I do not like new Geralt in The Witcher. I haven't started the new. I don't even know if I want to watch the new Witcher. I suppose there is a fair amount of the same books in the Hugos and the Nebulas. True. Comes from the Australian boxer Larry Foyle. Oh, there we go. The idea of anyone but Henry as Geralt. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Probably the term predates him. But I do like Stranger Things, and I have seen the new season. I mean, nothing's really beating the first couple seasons. I think season one and two are the best. But it's enjoyable seeing, the kids grow up and the story grow up, and I'm curious to see how the series ends. Okay. Eyelashes. And maybe I'm the only one here that enjoyed Fallout. It's on Amazon Prime. It's the sci-fi story based on the video game, which I never saw or I never played. But I really liked the concept on the season one. It's an alternate history of a nuclear war that broke out during the Cold War during like the 50s. And a society arose from going into the bunkers, but unbeknownst to them, at least as far as we know, another society kept going on the above ground after the nuclear holocaust. Anyway, season 2 is out. And on season 1, there was like this, one of the main characters was this older black woman. I was like, she looks familiar. Surely it can't be Leslie Uggins. She can't be still alive and working, can she? It was Leslie Uggins. I'm sure most people who watch the show who are younger have no idea who she is, but she's still around. I remember growing up, we had a Leslie Uggins record because she was on that show singing with Mitch or the Mitch Mitchell singers. Okie dokie. It's a look, and I need to grab a wig because I didn't pull one out for some reason. Let's grab this big red wig because it has some pink in it. I'm making a mess because I'm grabbing jewelry. This is big red. I should put the jewelry on. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I also keep forgetting I have this face tape. Face tape. Hey, DK's here. Yay. You woke up just in time to see the look come together. And to let you know that I'll be releasing on Christmas Day my top 10 books for 2025. Okay. So, there we go. And grabbing my gloves. Okay, now for Big Red. And I will zoom out. Oh, by the way, you can probably see some of my wigs up here. Way too many wigs. See, Lynette's top books are Mockingbird, by Walter Travis and Remnants Population by Elizabeth Moon. Oh, I like Elizabeth Moon. Thank you, John. Okay, that I read in 2025. Thank you, DK. Yeah, because I have one retro Hugo in there, but most of them, is this true? Most of them are from Shelve It or Shove It. By most of them, I mean like half of them. And because mostly I read Shelve It or Shove It in the Hugos, the older Hugos. But every once in a while, I'll just pick up a book that or a series that I just want to read, like the Tainted Cup and Dungeon Crawler Carl. Both of those, spoiler, are on the list. But for the most part, they're at least half of them are released in 2025. Yay, DK. I'm telling you guys, those books are really, even if you're not into gaming, I think you might like them. Yeah, if you want to try the first one. Okay, so this is the final look. It is, it's okay. The cut crease I thought would be more blue, but it has a little bit of blue flash that you probably can't see, at least on this monitor. And today I'll be filming some more Hugo videos, and you'll be seeing a lot of those in January and forward. Because like I said, I think I'm just going to lean into at least the Hugos for this year. Maybe I'll do the Nebulas. The first year of Nebulas would be kind of crazy to do because there's 13 nominees. And I believe in 1970, the World Fantasy Awards. Well, let's look that up real quick. Real quick, I'm going to look up and see how many nominees are in the World Fantasy Award. Because I've read the first... the first winner, which is The Forgotten Beasts of Eld by Patricia McKillop. And yeah, there were three. Oh, it just started in 1975. Okay, I'm way off. I thought it started in 1970. But there were three nominees in 75, only two nominees in 76, one of whom was a Stephen King book, Salem's Lot. And then 77, it's 6 books. John Steinbeck. Huh. I always think of Steinbeck is earlier than the 70s, like the 50s or whatever. But yeah, he was nominated in 1977. Okay, anyway, getting off track here. I'll be filming Hugo videos. You'll be seeing them in January. This week I'll be releasing my top 10. Then after that, I think it's Shelve It or Shove It for January. Yeah. On New Year's Day. Okay, guys. So this is it for me. I hope you guys have a very, very happy holiday. I think I'm going to be here next week, but like I said, keep an eye out just in case I can't make it because of the holiday season. But I think I'm going to be here next week because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you guys and seeing what's what. And as usual, hold on, let me see. DK, Wheel of Time, Realm of the Elderlings, DCC are your top 3 series right now. Good choices. I like those. You could do a video on the history of the various awards. Ooh, good idea. Realm of the Elderlings. I didn't spell that right. Okay. And as usual, may all the books you read be blessed.